And we're live! Hello everyone, it's been so long since I've seen you all.
I don't think it's connected yet.
I think it's connected yet.
I think maybe I didn't pay my bills for Facebook and see nobody's joining.
Our intro?
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. Play intro. Welcome everybody. Can you
was
hear?
So beautiful, guys. That was just awesome.
Good morning, fanatics. Are you all here? Crazy
can you
Russian
hear us?
Dad?
This is Crazy Russian Dad and Crazy Russian Son. We're here live from
undisclosed location
in the US of A. It is
not US of A.
US of A.
US of A.
United States of America. And it is Saturday here. Well, it's Saturday everywhere.
It's not Saturday everywhere.
There's some places where it's still Friday. Ted, get a tissue. God, why are you so cold?
Okay, very sanitary. Using disposable tissues.
Just make sure to dispose of it.
Until they run out.
See, we live in dark times.
Are you all also quarantined?
Now listen, you may... everyone's home basically.
Hold on, we need to explain. We skipped a few weeks, but we're sort of back.
Everyone's at home now, so it makes sense for us to have our live show. You see all these other people, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, whatever, they're all like going live from their house. But we were the first ones to do it. We are the real...
Hold on. You know you can go on Facebook Live and write a comment. I'm going to write a comment.
Thanks Shane Kelly for the great intro. I know it is awesome. Thank you.
Welcome to our show. Thank you for joining.
Nicole, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing.
Okay.
And feel free to like any comments. You pin it. You can pin it.
I pinned my comment. You see this? Like, go to comments. See, like, I am very high.
Only we can pin the comments.
High technically.
Hello everyone. Hello John. We're so happy to be back. We've had a few weeks off, but for those of you just joining, we're having a live show from our house. Everyone's home nowadays. It makes sense for our show to continue on.
Yes.
And today we're doing something super special that we haven't actually done
Jennifer
yet.
says she loves us both. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Do we need the stupid pinned comment?
Yes, of course.
Is
now,
it in the
now they can see that you welcome them. Oh, and also, I guess you can like the post or laugh at it in a good way with the little emojis.
Yes, so everybody, I don't know, are we going to talk about this whole coronavirus situation or not?
No, it's fine.
Okay, are you guys...
sorry, there was a little glitch.
Something got disconnected. I think Mark Zuckerberg must be watching the show.
Of course, he did a live stream the other day too, didn't he?
By the way, I saw Mark Zuckerberg the other day on the show.
Well, you didn't...
Well, if you don't know us, I am Crazy Russian Dad.
This is Crazy Russian Dad. Okay, enough with the intro. Let's start talking about stuff. So basically, everyone's home nowadays. Coronavirus. We don't want to talk about coronavirus. Okay, everyone's talking about it.
Yes.
We don't want to talk about it.
I think the video is stuck.
Or
maybe it's not.
Someone
stuck.
asks if this is real time. Yes, this is live. There might be a bit of a delay. Creighton
Pravat, sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Is this real time? Of course it's real time. Coming at you live.
And Alexis is in California.
Yes, Alexis,
hello.
Yes,
Hope
good to
everything's
hear from
going
you.
well. I did get a quarantine.
Not a quarantine. You got a haircut.
I got a haircut. Sorry, I'm not quarantined. Well, technically everyone's stuck in their homes. But
so we were thinking, no, his mother, my
honorable wife,
wife, his mother gave him haircut because that way you save money and you cannot go to supercuts anymore.
Yes.
So doing my own cutting hairs.
Yeah, don't worry, he didn't cut it. Thank God.
Okay. So listen, people, with the whole stupid virus, I don't know.
Okay, Dell just said Good. Make us laugh instead of talking about the coronavirus. That's what we wanted to do. So let's segue, okay?
We wanted to do something special today. It was my son's idea. So if it's dumb, it's his fault.
It's not dumb, okay? Bear in mind. Okay. We are going to teach you the Russian alphabet. I know. It's like,
why are you so excited?
It's so exciting because I myself have never actually been really like formally taught it, but I know it, so to speak, enough to speak about it. And you actually were from Russia, in case somebody doesn't know that.
Yes.
So
true.
we are the right people to talk about the Russian alphabet, and you guys will now have sort of an understanding of the letters that Russians use. I think there are 33.
So let's
dive on in.
Yes, we will introduce Russian alphabet, all 33 letters. Did you know that
aren't there 26 in English?
in English there are only 26, but Russian alphabet has seven free letters for you. So are you ready to dive right in? Sit back, relax, and let's look at the Russian alphabet. By the way, if you have children, maybe, like if they want to learn Russian alphabet, you can tell them, come on, you will learn now Russian alphabet from
Alphabet.
From Crazy Russian Dad. Like, what better teacher can you think? Who is the better? Okay, my English.
You know what? We're switching to Russian, okay?
With the whole quarantine, I will tell you, my English has been rapidly deteriorating.
Why? Have you not been speaking at all?
Because we're speaking home Russian.
That's right.
Let's learn Russian alphabet, and maybe we will, for each letter, we will
go for a word or whatever.
Check this out. Look what I have.
This is so cool.
I have a little blackboard.
Old-fashioned. Okay, this isn't your whiteboards, your smart boards. This
None
isn't
of this.
This is like real. You can like knock on it, scratch. Well, it's not. I guess it's not real.
So basically, not a whiteboard, blackboard as God intended, and chalk. My assistant, can I have some chalk?
I am not your assistant. In fact, I will be writing some letters too. Okay.
Okay. No, you don't know letters.
Of course, they're basically the same. Well, actually, we won't spoil it for you.
People, you ready?
Okay.
You ready for this?
Let us know if it's visible.
Okay. So first letter is letter
Ah.
Okay.
Not to be confused with A, which
Can
is
you
the
see?
English equivalent.
Okay, so first letter. Okay, by the end of this lesson, you will know Russian alphabet. By the way, for free. Okay, like I'm not charging any money for this, and I'm here every day practically. So first letter is letter A. Okay, it's just like your English letter A, and you write it exactly the same way, but it's pronounced A.
Yes.
Go ahead, assistant, pronounce it.
A.
What are some words with the letter A? Alphabet, which means alphabet.
Azbuka.
Azbuka, which means
I've forgotten.
Yes.
We should have prepared some words.
Africa.
Does anyone have any? That's not
Africa.
a word. That's a name. Does anyone have any words that start with A?
Apельсин. Orange. In Russian, apельсин. Okay, are you with me? Okay, so for everybody who's learning Russian, say It's very easy.
Thank you,
It's
Nicholas.
like think A-H.
Yes. Okay,
Okay,
you want me to
people.
hold the chalk?
No, it's okay.
I'll do the next letter. Okay, guess what? The next one. Actually, no, you do it.
I'll do
This one, just like in English.
Second letter of the Russian
B.
alphabet is B.
Now, it looks a little unfamiliar to you English dwellers, speakers.
Speakers, not dwellers.
And it doesn't really look like a real letter, now does it? Well,
What do you mean?
well, it doesn't look like anything in the English alphabet. By the way, some letters are in the American English alphabet. Maybe other languages like French and all the other ones. But there are some that are very unique to Russian. Like, I don't think this is in any other alphabet, right?
Okay, people. So this letter in English, second letter is B. In Russian, it's B. Okay, B. Okay, very easy. B, B. So pronounce it after me. B. Baran. Baran means ram, and also means a
Idiot.
dumb person, like
Yes.
idiot. So if you wanna, like, if you're stuck at home with a stupid quarantine and you want to call your husband something nasty, you can call him Baran.
Yes.
Okay, that's
And
the
now
letter
you'll know
B.
how to spell it.
B. Baran, babushka. You know, everybody knows the word babushka. Babushka means grandmother or old woman. So it starts with the letter B. B, awesome letter, second letter of the alphabet. Belka, squirrel. Belka. Okay, exactly.
That's right. I know Russian too. I speak it.
Okay, so that's B. Okay, we'll be here all day. Okay, this is kind of disgusting. But
I have a paper towel.
You have paper towel. Next letter is.
Does anyone know?
Is a trick letter because this letter is letter V. Okay, in Russian, in English or whatever, in Latin alphabet, this stands for B, but in Russian it stands for V. Okay, like V.
Vostok.
Vostok, which means east, or Vor, which means that's a drug for heart. Okay, so letter V. You with me? Okay, I'll use this one.
That one's a tissue.
Okay, how's it going? Is this exciting for you?
This is kind of, yeah. Does anyone know any words?
I am sure
Melissa's in Oklahoma. Thank you for, yes, it is a haircut.
Somebody asked if we're in quarantine. Of course we're in quarantine. We're going nuts. That's why
we're going through the Russian alphabet.
That's why we're going through the Russian alphabet. We're only on letter V.
Okay, now, can anyone guess what the next letter is?
A, B, V, что дальше?
G. Now, this is very similar to the letter G in English, but it's not. It's more of the G sound, like from the back of the throat.
G. Can you pronounce it, poor American?
Горшок.
Горшок means
toilet, but also like a
chamber pot.
Chamber pot. Okay. Yeah, you had many of those back in your day.
When I was little, I was using горшок.
No, you had a chamber pot.
I had a chamber pot.
What?
At night, if I needed to pee
Did you not have a toilet?
Or do the number 2. Well, it was dark and scary.
Oh God, Dad.
You don't go to the bathroom.
This is something they talk about in like you know, revolutionary France back when they had the chamber pots.
A letter G.
Now it looks like the letter F.
Can we come up with nicer words than горшок?
By the way, if anybody, you feel free to comment spelled in English or whatever, a word that you know in Russian. I cannot think of any
good word. Gulag. You know gulag?
Gas. This is turning into that.
Somebody, Oля Spisarenko says, start combining them right now.
Oh,
that's a great idea.
Let's write this word she recommended.
Let's do this.
Okay, I'll do it. Just practice, even though I'm left-handed. Okay. What is it? This way?
Okay.
Ba. And these are all uppercase, right?
Yes.
Baba. So see, you can combine letters. You may not have expected this so early in the lesson. But this is ba, be, a, be, a, baba.
Baba.
So it's sort of short for babushka.
Sort of short for babushka, but maybe we should erase this word.
You could also. Oh, is it a bad word?
No, not necessarily, but
you should have told. Okay.
It has a certain connotation.
Okay, why don't I do the next letter? So we did G, and now is the. So kind of like the fourth letter in the English alphabet, which is D.
Okay.
This one is very strange to write. It's kind of, you start with sort of the foundation. If you think of it like a house. And is that right?
Close enough.
It looks like a spider, I think.
It looks strange, but it's close enough. It's the
basically, think of it like the foundation and then something on top. Not that.
There. There is like your G. Okay, like what are some Russian words starting with there? Can you look up some Russian words? I can't think of them. Marian asks, are these in order of English ABCs? Well,
it's sort of similar, but it is the Russian alphabet.
I'm not a linguist, but it's pretty close. A, B, V, G, D.
Yeah.
Next is letter Y. Y looks a lot like your E. Okay, well, in fact, not a lot.
It looks
exactly like your E, but
how do you pronounce it?
It's pronounced Y.
Yeah. So how is it used in words? Is it just eh?
Hold on.
I don't think it's
again. It says connect your live stream.
Let us know if it's not connected. Sabrina says friend starts with the.
Friend. Drug. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Is it still up, folks?
It's kind of glitching out.
I don't know. people, I said for us it's showing as if it's disconnected.
Has
Is
it
it back?
disconnected?
I apologize.
Okay, let us know.
Please, I'm gonna write to my friend Mark Zuckerberg and tell him, awesome letter, just like
What's
your
a
E.
word? Epifan.
Epifan.
That's
nice,
a name.
Nice Russian name, Epifan.
Yelena. There's that not yet.
Somebody says durak. That was good. We
Nice
skipped a
D
nice
word.
word.
Most of these are kind of
Nice
insults.
D word. Durak means somebody who is dumb, stupid, basically.
John says druk.
So that's Oh no, we'll leave here because the next letter of the
Very
alphabet
similar. It's
very
yo.
interesting. Okay, but this is in English they don't do that. Like you don't write like umlauts or any of this stuff. But like in Swedish and German, you get various things.
So this is a completely different letter?
Maybe in French as well. But in Russian, yes, this letter is letter yo. Okay, so there's ye and then there's yo.
Okay, what is yo? What starts with yo?
Yolka, which is like
Yolka,
a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yes. Yosh.
Yosh, a little hedgehog.
Little hedgehog.
Here, I'll illustrate.
Okay, illustrate.
This might not look like a hedgehog.
Is this a hedgehog?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Can you eyes? We need eyes now.
Okay,
people,
there's our hedgehog, Yosh.
Yosh.
Can you spell it out?
Yosh. Yosh. So second letter
That's
here
it?
is letter Zh. Yosh. Which happens to be the very next letter. So the next letter of
Is
the
Zh.
Russian alphabet, I'll draw it bigger.
Now, can you explain how to say it? Because it's a really
Zh.
weird sound.
Yozh. And it's also like a very weird letter. You see how like there's like 3 sticks?
It's like an X, but then another line through it. So
yeah, it's like an X with a line, and that's letter Zh. In English, it would be Z-H. Zh. Yosh. Yosh.
is there any word that starts with zh? Red. Okay, well, first of all, if you want to know how to say it, it's sort of like shh, but it's more like open your mouth, like zh. It's sort of the back of the mouth.
Simi asks if Yosh is hedgehog. Yes, Yosh is hedgehog.
You use the yor with the 2 dots, and then specifically this zh. There's no other letters.
I just remembered a non-bad word that starts with zh. Жена, which is wife. Honorable woman. Жена in Russian means wife. Okay, are you with me? Okay.
Okay, this
Please
is don't use that.
Don't lose concentration. Ye, yo, zhe. The next letter of the Russian alphabet. Okay, this is
That's the tissue, Dad. That's gross.
Okay.
We'll keep the hedgehog, and we'll keep adding animals.
Next letter, sorry, I have my cheat sheet.
Where's the chalk?
Next letter is Z.
Okay, this looks like the number 3.
Z is like your Z, Z. For those of you who are in, speak proper English.
But instead of Z, it's Z, right?
Z, it's not Z, it's Z. Z.
Zaychik.
Zayets.
I can draw that.
Okay, Zayets.
Okay.
Zayets is rabbit.
Rabbit Bonnie.
No, seriously. I never know if it's a bunny or a rabbit. Are they the same thing?
Okay, that doesn't really look like a bunny.
Hare. What's a hare?
A hare?
Hare. Is that a
hare
rabbit?
is a baby rabbit.
A hare is anyway, Z.
So now you can see this is Zaychik, is that too long to spell out?
Zayets.
Zayets. Zaychik is like adding a little ending to make it more
That's
cutesy.
right. What's the next letter, son?
The next letter is E. Okay, so you might think, wait a minute, we already did ye, right? So that was the letter E. But no, in Russian there's a separate one which looks like a backwards N.
Yes.
And it's an E sound, just specifically E, not E.
So here is a huge confession. In Russians, for the most part, okay, have a hard time between like pronouncing English E versus E. Okay, like shit versus shit.
Neither one is, yeah.
There is only one E in Russian, and so all the subtleties of like sick versus sick. Okay,
there
you say it.
Sick versus seek. To seek something. Is there even a letter I?
I cannot pronounce
in
it.
Russian.
But it all stems from the fact that there's only one letter in Russian, and you pronounce it as E. Okay, so that's the letter E.
But there is just a question. There's no letter I, right? Like in Russian?
No.
Like there's no I sound.
In Ukrainian, I think there is.
Okay.
But
But
in
there's
Russian,
there's only
in
E
the Russian
and
alphabet,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
Somebody asked if there's going to be a test afterwards, right? Who asked that?
Well, hopefully not.
Marianne Belanti asked if there is a test. Yes, Marianne, we will have a test afterwards. Absolutely.
Okay.
Letter
now,
E. Guys,
now this is also a strange letter, right?
Are you tired or is this fun? Seriously, I don't know.
Someone says that it's a better teacher than they had. Susan says that. So,
okay. Next letter is a very strange letter, but it looks just like E, except it has a little tilde. Not, I don't know.
Tilde?
Tilde.
Let's just call it a tilde. Tilde Swinton.
Tilde
Sure.
On top.
Is it like a squiggly or is it just a U sort of?
It's a squiggly.
Okay.
It's a squiggly little thing.
So what is this letter?
This is E kratka, which is basically a shortened E. Very strange. It's a sound. It's a sound that you make when it's like Y at the end of a word, like joy, or boy.
So it's instead of Y, basically.
Or goy. Maybe not goy.
No.
But basically, ye is how you pronounce.
So basically, catch everything in your mouth and then
yeah.
Let it go. Like get your tongue stuck there.
Okay.
And not to be confused with E or or yo. It's yeah.
You're
right?
a horrible teacher.
I'm sorry.
son.
I'm confusing everything.
No, you're just very hyper. Okay, to be a teacher, you need to be calm and collected, or students will not be paying attention.
That doesn't make any sense.
So E kratka, which means shortened E.
Kratka means
short E. Kratka means short or shortened. By the way, I'm not a linguist, so if anybody who's joined,
if anyone has any pointers,
somebody who knows how to explain this better, that would be much better.
So now a more familiar letter, which is K.
Oh yeah, that's an easy. That
same way to draw it as in English.
That should be easy for you. Letter K, which is the same as K, but K. Kasha. You know, kasha is
very tasty.
Porridge.
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal, porridge.
There are many different types.
Koshka is...
Oh, I can draw that.
Okay.
This is going to be really cool. Towards the end.
You just like little animals. My son likes little animals.
I don't know how to...
Can you draw a koshka?
This is a very evil-looking cat.
That's a nice cat.
I think it's a lemur.
It's a lemur.
Yes.
What does koshka say?
Meow.
In English, meow. In Russian, meow. Well, it doesn't have to be that low, but meow.
Meow. So if ever you're wondering if it's Russian, just...
So people, free Russian lessons all week. Letter K. Okay, yes. Pronounce it K.
K, not K.
Okay, what's next?
Yes.
Next letter is letter
L.
L. Okay.
So it looks like a weird...
KL, just like in English. L, except, well, I think I wrote it poorly, but...
It's more, doesn't it have like a curve?
It's sort of like this, letter L.
There are many, by the way, different kind of if ever you see it and it looks a little different, there are many different ways to write it.
Yeah.
This is only the uppercase,
so
but...
L, ложка, which is spoon, lampa, which is lamp, лошадь, which is horse. Okay, there you go. Why don't you draw a little horsey?
Draw horse. Okay, I don't know how to draw horse.
Okay, we're gonna see a horsey. So L.
It'll look a bit like the cat, I think.
Okay, what does horse say in English?
Nay.
In Russian, horse says "igo-go." No, seriously.
Igo!
Igo-go.
That sounds like a sheep.
No.
Igo!
Igo-go. So, Russian horse, by the way, I have a separate video on this, but it's actually funny to compare what animals say in Russian versus English. And
a dog is...
like waf waf, woof woof versus gav gav. It's actually funny. I have a separate video.
Basically, all in all, the Russian animals are much more gruff and angry sounding.
No, that's absolutely not true. Okay, that was letter L. Next letter is easy. It's letter M, just like English M, except
it's a little more lopsided.
I don't know. No, I suck at writing. Sorry, guys. So M, just like in English. M is M. Mama. It should be easy for you. Mama, motor, which is motor. Mysh. Mysh is a little...
I'll draw a mysh.
Mysh is a mouse. Okay, at the end of this lesson, we'll have like a ton of. What was this, by the way?
That was a horse.
I think it's.
Okay, this is a mouse. They can't. Even
I
see
think
it.
it's a malnourished.
That's my mouse.
No, this is a malnourished wolf.
Okay, Dad.
And
fine.
this is a cockroach.
And how do you say wolf in Russian?
Volk.
Volk.
Starts with a
Again,
V.
much more like.
Okay, people, don't give up. We're gonna pick up pace. That was
Okay.
M. Next.
And now N. Now this looks like the English letter H.
It looks like your H, but do not confuse.
There is still an H letter.
We're
in
doing Russian now. N is N, like nos. Nos, you know, nose starts with the letter N.
Nosh, knife.
Noj, knife.
Noj. We can write that down. The next letter's in it.
It's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, N should be
Нет.
should be O, of course. Нет.
That's the most famous Russian word.
Good old Russian нет, which means no, starts of course with letter N. Just like English word no. Next we have letter O.
Marianne asks, can we do animal noises in our next lesson? This
Animal
could be
noises?
so much fun. We could like teach you guys Russian.
I know. If this quarantine lasts more than a couple of
You'll be
weeks,
fluent in Russian.
you will learn Russian.
Now this is an O.
Letter in English it's pronounced O. O.
No, it's
but
not.
in Russian is O.
O.
Okay, there's none of this O. Okay, Russian is
O.
direct and obvious and unambiguous. Okay, it's not O, it's O.
What starts with O?
Or ocean, which means ocean.
See, that's oblique also, like
oblique.
cloud. It's strange. You'd think it starts with A, but it actually, if you sound it
Oblique.
out, it's with an O.
Okay. What's next? Next
P.
letter is letter P.
Now, this does not look like anything you might have seen before. It
P.
looks like a staple.
Okay, so for Americans you have P, and this is P.
P.
Okay, what starts with P? Papa.
Papa.
Papa. Oh, by the way, let's write Papa because I am crazy Russian Papa, and because it uses all the letters you should know by now. So it's
What else is there?
Pa,
And then Pa.
Pa. Okay, are you with me? Papa. Papa. If you read it backwards, it will be apap, but it doesn't mean anything.
No.
I just thought I'd share it with you.
It's quite a conundrum.
It's quite an enigma wrapped in a conundrum. Exactly. What's next? P.
P. R. Okay.
R.
This is the staple Russian letter. R. It's where you roll your R. It's what gives it the Russian sound if you were to hear it. R.
So just to confuse you, it looks exactly like English letter
P, and it's also next to the English, next to the Russian letter P in the alphabet.
Yep. But this is not P. This is R. Okay. So ryba, which is
Ryba, fish.
fish. Okay,
That I
go
can
ahead.
draw.
Okay, ryba. Revoluция, a very famous Russian word. Well, it's probably from French. Revolution, revoluция. Rak is crayfish.
Yeah.
You
And
draw crayfish.
I don't know what a crayfish looks like.
Crayfish, ну с маленькими клешнями.
Like a crab?
Как маленький
You
lobster.
draw it.
I draw crayfish.
Okay,
so
this is a...
they have
Oh,
this
God.
body.
Wow, that looks great,
It's sort of like this underwater insect, and
Make sure
then it's
point
got this.
Here,
I don't
make
know.
sure they can see it.
Can you see?
Wow, that's actually really good. It's better than my malnourished horse.
Your
No, don't
malnourished-
erase it.
Okay, it's okay.
So now the next letter, we just did R. Now similar to like in English QRS, now is S.
Yes. Okay.
But it's
very
spelled
good.
like an English C. So you're noticing a pattern maybe that a lot of these letters are like English letters, but they sound completely different.
So people, sorry to continue with the confusion, but Russian S is just like your C, but it's not C, it's S. So какие слова?
Собака.
Собака.
Oh, well, I
Okay.
can't not draw a dog.
Okay, go ahead. You can draw dog somewhere.
What does a dog look like?
A dog?
It might look a bit like my horse.
Собака, сова, which is an owl. Сова.
Okay, there's my dog.
Son, are we supposed to be 6 feet apart for the social
It's
distancing? or
fine.
not?
At this point, anyone who's in the same
Yeah.
house together, if you're not sick, you're fine.
So people, собака. What does собака say in English?
Woof, woof.
Woof woof. Whereas собака in Russian says gav gav.
Guff, guff.
Okay, none of this
Yeah.
lame woof woof. Not that it's lame. It's just
It's
different.
just American dogs.
What's
you know.
next?
Now is te.
Te. T.
So it's not t, it's more of a t sound with a
Okay,
sort
again,
of like a th.
Russian is not soft. Russian is direct and firm and imposing and unambiguous. So letter T, not T. T.
Marianne is asking how many letters are in the Russian alphabet.
Marianne got bored because there's like billion letters. Marianne, there are 33 letters.
Counted them myself.
We will pick up pace. T. What's a nice letter?
Telephone.
Telephone.
Like a
Thank
telephone.
You. Telephone. T. Telephone. Тарелка, which is a plate.
Can also be a frisbee.
Tort. Tort is
cake.
Cake. Thank you. Cake.
Like a tort, but more like a
tort. Okay, yeah. Marianne, don't worry. We're almost wrapping up. Next,
there's only a few letters left.
Next letter is letter U. It's like your Y, not Y.
U.
Your Y.
Yeah, it looks like the Y, but it's not the Y. It's more
like
the
U. Okay, so in Russian, there's a nice letter U. Okay, so when we say cookie, food, it's like U.
There's no like subtle
There is no subtle U. U, улица, which means street.
Bea, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, is saying that C in English can also sound like an S, which is true, but in Russian it's always an S sound.
Ms. or Mr. ADBC says university. Exactly. Universitet. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
good word.
Couldn't think of something.
It's hard to think of words on the spot.
But Ms. Belanti says that she's got a lot of time. That's good, Ms. Belanti, but either way, once we go to the final letter, it will be over, at least for today's lesson.
Now,
what's after U?
Is the F sound. How do you say it in Russian?
F.
Now, this is a strange letter to write.
Okay.
It looks very unique.
It's probably from Greek theta or something like this. Theta? Theta? No.
I don't know.
F. This is like your English F. Okay, but
it has an added something.
But it's a Russian F, like feline. Feline, you know what the feline is? Not feline. Feline. Feline is like no, it's not a curse. Feline, farel, trout, farel. Why don't you draw farel?
What's a farel?
Farel, I already said.
Is it a trout?
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna look a lot like my fish.
Yes. It's okay, more.
But a little bit more lopsided. Okay, there we go. It's
trout.
That's a trout.
Farel. Farel.
It's bigger than the horse.
My grandfather used to tell me when he was young. He passed away, unfortunately, many years ago. But he used to catch trout in Georgia, I think, somewhere. Not your Georgia, our Georgia. Well, it's not our Georgia. I just mean to say.
It's not the state.
It's the Georgia where they have, anyway, it's the one that's its own country now. What's next? Абвагреёжа кратко коломане опоресете. F, letter H.
Now this is
which
also
is like your X, not X. Yes.
Yeah, X.
X.
But it's
X.
more of like this gargly, grungy like.
Like in Klingon or in Hebrew, you say H.
So it's basically you have to like.
Хорошо. You know that Russian word хорошо? You need to know that word. It means good or well.
So if anyone asks you how you're doing, you could say хорошо.
Yes. If this quarantine has not gotten you crazy yet and somebody
like it has us.
calls you up and says, how is it going? You can say хорошо, which is opposite of bad, which means good.
So this is why many Russians in English say H like a
That's right. How are you doing? It's because it's the good old ha. Okay, so don't blame Russians when they suck at English. It's just because
the alphabet.
If you're good at Russian, you suck in English by definition. Okay.
So if you want to learn how to suck in English, you learn Russian.
Next letter. Okay, next letter.
That's a
looks
weird letter.
A lot like E.
Wait. U.
C.
God, these are so confusing if you're English speaker.
Sir, I think I haven't written this letter in a long time. I hope I got it wrong, people. I hope I got it right.
What's the word with C?
Цапля.
Цветок, Brooke says.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Brooke.
Цветок.
Thank you so much, Brooke. I don't know if Brooke is a boy or a girl. I'm sorry.
That's a great word, actually.
Mr. or Ms. Brooke, I mean Newsom, thank you. Цветок.
Цветок. What was the word you said before that?
Цапля.
Цапля. What's
Цапля
that? Isn't it crane?
It's this bird.
Yeah, it's the crane, I think, right? Church.
Черт, церковь. Oh, thank you, Sabrina.
Perfect.
My God, this is
Thank
so
you.
amazing. You should
We
be
shall
teaching
like
this class.
the comment.
Yeah, go ahead. Церковь in Russian starts with a C. Okay, we have had C. Next letter is letter Ch.
Now this is kind of hard to say.
Ch. This is like your CH, except CH.
Except it's more of like a closed, like che.
Yeah.
And then it kind of...
CH sometimes is pronounced as K, and sometimes it's pronounced as Ch, and sometimes pronounced as Sh.
There's no confusion in
But
Russian.
in Russian, again, by the way, that's something I should have mentioned. In Russian, the way it is written is the way it's pronounced. There is none of this like
Neighbor.
letter has this, neighbor is Neigghbor. You are another R, but it's all pronounced as like this. In Russian, this is letter Ch. Okay, it's never K, it's never anything else.
It's
Ch is always
Ch.
Ch, and
Cherep.
once you Ch, you're always Ch. So what's a good
Cherep.
Short. Short.
That's kind
Short
of a little
means
curse word.
devil or
Sometimes you might say it as like a...
like the devil. Short. It's like what you say in English when I say shit.
Sheet. Yes.
Sheet. In Russian say short.
Yeah.
That's a nice Russian word. Short.
Yeah, so in case you ever need to curse
Okay.
in Russian.
Okay. I am all covered with
Do you want me to write the next one?
Я весь в милу. Next we're going for like hardest letters. Please do not lose concentration because this is where you separate the wheat from the chaff or something. I don't know. Next letter is letter Sha.
Sha.
Okay.
Again, it's not like a sh in English. It's more of like a open like sha.
So sh usually pronounced
Can they
as
see?
sh. Can they
Yeah.
see?
There we go.
But in Russian there is
It has its own letter.
It has its own letter. It looks like this upside down comb.
Looks a bit like a
for
W.
for your
comb?
hair.
Yes.
Sha. So this letter is Sha.
Any words?
Шапка.
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 Is a head.
Your head. Yes.
We don't-
Что
yes.
еще какие? Ша.
Шла Сэш по шоссе и
Шла.
сосала сушку.
Stop. No, sorry. Shabash, which is Sabbath. Okay. Anyway,
There's
this
a
is,
lot.
This is letter Sha. This next letter is very similar, but it's actually. Remember how we turn E into C? Well, we're turning Sha into Sha. Okay.
Sha?
This one is a little weird,
I
but
can't say that.
Sha. She.
She. Is it like she?
She. You know the word
I can't
she?
say the word.
She is a beautiful, beautiful, but also very tasty Russian soup. This Russian soup is...
She. Am I
Okay,
saying
so
it
this
wrong?
is when people say, oh, shit! Okay, sorry, but those that say that, shh, is...
And not to be confused with
it's sort of a softer sha. Shh. Can you hear the difference?
Yeah, it kind of-
Shh. Shh. You hear the difference? I'll get
Yeah.
closer to the microphone. Shh versus shh.
Okay, so this one is more of like an
Can you
open
say
mouth.
she?
She.
Huh?
She.
Okay, no.
She.
You need to
Okay,
practice.
I
Тебе надо
can't get it.
потренироваться, сынок. Exactly. Lina Щука. Thank you. Pike. Thank you, Lina. Miss Lina.
What does shuka mean?
Щука is a pike. You know, this predator fish with little
I'm not gonna draw that.
tooths.
Yes.
Yes. So that was letter
Yeah.
Sh.
Okay, now we go on to some more difficult, uniquely Russian letters, I'm guessing.
I am. Okay, after Sha, there is a very strange letter. It's called. It's like this. Okay, you cannot pronounce it. Okay, it doesn't. You cannot pronounce. This is a soft sign. Мягкий знак.
It sort of goes with other letters.
Yes,
kinda like
мягкий знак. It's
adapts the letter before it, right?
It not adapts. It transforms.
Transforms.
Thank you. So yes, its job in life is to change how other letters sound. So for example, if we put the letter before it, like letter L, but if there is a soft sign after L, you will. So you hear the difference: L versus L. L. Yes.
So it's
do you
kind of like
understand?
if you were to put like an accent or an umlaut or whatever on a letter, except it sort of goes next to it and it makes it softer.
So in Russian, the word mother is, let me just write it first, is ma, Мать. I don't know. Can you see this? Мать. So, M-A-T, мягкий знак. Without this soft sign, it would be mat, which is another word. Doesn't matter. But with a soft sign, it changes how this letter sounds. So, mat, from mat to mat. Mat, okay,
Yeah.
soft sign. I am a very bad teacher.
No,
It's
this is
amazing.
very helpful.
It's amazing that you're still sticking
So
around.
basically,
people.
it's called mягкий знак. Mягкий means soft. Znak means sign. So it's
Yes.
basically the soft sign. It softens the letter.
Okay,
This
and
is very interesting.
there is one more. We're almost done. There's only 6 letters left. So please do not give up now.
Interesting. Somebody says it palatalizes the letter. Palatalizes.
George
Makes it-
says palatalizes the letter following. I don't know what
I think
palatalizing
maybe it
means,
has something to do with the shape of your mouth.
but since George used such a fancy scientific word, he's probably right. Somebody says that the hard sign goes. Oi, 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 oi. That's right. I screwed up. People, rewind. I got it wrong. Thank you, Ina. I screwed up.
What
I
happened?
I am very sorry. I got the wrong order of letters.
It's fine. Basically, the мягкий знак goes after this one.
Yes, this one is hard sign, твердый знак. Hard sign also just like soft sign, but instead of
Making it
palatalizing it and
soft,
making it
yeah.
soft,
It kind of hardens the letter and makes it more
Yeah.
direct.
like what's подъезд.
Where would it
Подъезд
go?
это как по-английски?
A drive-in?
No.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I need a
Does
word.
anyone have a word?
I need a
that-
word I need to translate. Sorry, my fellow Russians.
George says it means that your tongue is spread out more over your hard palate. So basically, listen to George. Okay.
Yes, people. Next time, please listen to George. Anyway, the hard sign. Okay.
We can't think of any words, but basically, it makes the letter before it more.
Отъезд.
Closed.
Отъезд like
Where does it
departure.
go?
Departure. Отъезд. I know you don't know that Russian word, so it doesn't make any sense. Отъезд means like a departure, but without the hard sign, отъезд would be отъезд. Okay, but with the hard sign it will be отъезд. You see the difference anyway.
So where does it go after the T?
It goes after the T, exactly. So people, I screwed up. Shame on me, even though I have gray hairs. I got this all wrong, but close enough. The next letter is another
It looks
horribly.
like 2 letters.
It looks like soft sign with a stick. Okay, this is a horribly hard letter, I think, for Americans because this is the letter. Letter U.
It's kind of like you're biting down on some nice herring while trying to say something.
Okay, so,
maybe that's wrong.
So you know how earlier I said in Russian there is only one E? It's true, but there is one E and one E. Okay? No word starts with E, but some can, like мышь. Мышь, you know that
Mouse.
word? Remember the mouse?
Previously depicted.
Yes, the word мышь is actually M, I, Sh, and then мягкий знак.
See, it's all coming
Мышь.
together. Make sure they can see it.
Can you see?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
So мышь.
Sorry, guys.
So this is one letter.
Yes, мышь.
Yeah.
Okay, so this letter is letter U. Мышь, not миш. Мышь. I think it may be hard
There isn't
for
really a
Americans
sound
to
like
say.
that in American, is there?
I don't know. Мышь, U. Don't know.
There's
Don't
only
know.
like keep and
Americans.
whatever, yeah.
If there any Americans left, if anybody is still left, please comment if it's easy for you to say "ui" or not easy. Okay, next is that soft sign.
Brooke
which
says it's a fun word to say.
I screwed up already. I missed it, but next is the soft sign. But then there are 3 letters left, so don't give up, everybody. The next letter is letter E.
Oh my god. There
Believe
are
it-
lots of E's.
Believe it or not, this is another vowel, and this is kind of like yeah, but Okay, you see the difference? Yeah, This is
How do you say it?
E.
I mean, what words are there? So
Eh.
it's not like yeah, it's like eh.
It's
Okay.
Letter
So
Ему. You know this emu? Is there like a страус такой?
I guess
Emu.
I'm not gonna try to draw it. I've never seen
Ему.
one.
You know emu?
No.
Is there such a word emu?
I guess sure. If there's one in Russian, we can do it.
Ему. Ellada, which is like old word for Greece, no? Ellada?
Maybe. I honestly, there are.
Ella. I have a тетя, ее зовут Ella. Okay, my aunt Ella. It's a nice word. Oh, thank you. Étage. Exactly. Thank you so much. Étage. Okay.
Like a floor, like a
Thank
fifth
you.
floor, sixth floor.
I don't know what I would do without you people. Thank you
Thanks
so
if
much.
anyone has any suggestions.
Brooke says she's having a hard time saying "uy." Brooke.
From an American standpoint, basically put your jaw out and then kind of like close it as you're saying "e." Maybe not. You do it.
"Uy."
Okay, basically just it. Yeah, it's kind of like a bunch of letters rolled into
Yeah,
one.
go into full John Wayne mode. Get off your horse and then say "uy." Anyway,
Getting into the last few letters.
2 letters, people. Don't give up now. This letter is U. Okay.
Really?
Yes. So is that you? No.
Yeah, that's you.
U. Is that
Yeah,
you
in English you. Yes.
Okay.
We're getting confused.
English U, Russian U.
Looks a bit more complicated, but it's really just
Same letter U.
to any word
What's
start
a
with
nice
it.
word? Юла, which is thing that spins. Юродивый, which means somebody who is not fully well. Peter, which is Jupiter. Jupiter. And god of something or other. U. And then finally, which is kind of
The last
interesting,
letter.
the last letter of the Russian alphabet.
It's not Z.
For those
Okay.
of you who stayed with me, like we really appreciate, because the last letter is я забыл как ее
Yeah.
писать.
It's a backwards R, basically.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Wait,
or,
I
yeah.
forgot how to write it, people. It's like a backwards R, you know, like Toys R Us.
Yeah.
You
well,
know
it's
this
an actual
letter,
Russian letter.
Toys R Us. It's actually a Russian letter Ya,
Yeah.
which also happens to be Ya means
Me.
I, which is kind of interesting. In English, I they capitalize it, but in Russian, Ya is the last letter of the alphabet, which is like, you know how in English there is the saying there is no I in the team. Well, the same deal is like you need to think of other people, all that nice nonsense.
There's no ya in the team.
In Russian they say "Я" последняя буква алфавита, which means "Я" is the last letter of the alphabet. But same idea, put yourself last.
Yeah.
You know, that's what those adults always say to you children, and it makes sense.
It does.
Anyhow,
yes.
"Я"
Well, now it makes
means
sense.
I, and "Я" also яблоко. Why don't you draw a nice
I will draw a
apple?
nice yellow apple.
Yellow apple. That's right. Яблоко.
Яблоня.
Яблоня. Thank you.
Яблоня is the apple tree. Яблоко is the apple, right? Or is that wrong?
So people, I cannot believe this, but we have gone through like 2 pieces of chalk and 33 letters of Russian alphabet. Was that fun or was that stupid?
I mean, we went through what, like a bunch of animals, so that's
Yeah,
exciting.
why don't you hold it?
I'll hold it. Well, at any rate, now you guys have a better understanding of why the Russian alphabet is so long. The weird мягкий и твердый знак, and how similar the letters are, but very different. I'm fine.
Did
I'm
you
not
just cough?
No. I'm okay. These are dark times.
These are dark times, everybody. So listen, what can I say? Thank you so much for sticking with us.
Gosh, this was a long lesson, but hopefully this will keep you entertained and you'll get back into learning or whatever in this time at home, I guess.
I would like to say, I'm no teacher, of course, but anyway, if you're interested in Russian alphabet, you now at least heard once about those letters. Truth be told, with this freaking virus and quarantine, we're all confused, or at least I am confused. Like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. The news are crazy. The news are all over the spectrum, all the way from it's just a flu, all the way to it's the end of the world, we're all going to die. We just wanted to get your mind off of this a little bit. So if you think it's fun to hang out with Crazy Russian Dad and, of course, my lovely son, Crazy Russian son,
Yes.
we will do more of these. Please stay well, stay safe. These are trying times. Like, I work from home and it's such a it's such a pain because I'm stuck in the house. I think what's the expression you Americans use? Cabin fever. Yes, we're all house crazy because like I want to get out. We cannot go to the gym. We cannot go for a walk. We cannot go out, which might be good. I might actually lose some weight.
Well, you can go for walks if you want.
I can go for
Yesterday we
walks.
went, yeah.
How is everybody doing? Are you guys okay? Oh no, we decided not to talk about this
But
coronavirus.
feel free to share with each other what's going on, and
Yes, but you know what? We can still stay positive. We can learn a new language from losers like me. We can read books. We can watch, of course, Netflix, whatever. By the way, if you don't know people, you know Zoom. Are you familiar with Zoom? Z-O-M. Okay, I'm not the.
How would you spell it in Russian?
Zoom.
Z-O-M. Very straightforward.
Zoom. By the way, I'm not sponsored by them. Okay, there is none of this. Don't tell me that I sold my soul to the devil. But Zoom is a program with which you can have a meeting with other people. I use it for work, but you can also use it for.
They're using it for school too for us.
For
we
school.
have a meeting,
but
on
you can use it
Tuesday,
for personal meetings. It's free. It's free up to 40 minutes. Okay, so you can host with a video and audio just like we have now.
A little like FaceTime.
But it's like FaceTime, but you can talk both ways. Unfortunately, I cannot like hear you talk right now. In fact, I created a Zoom even for myself. Anyway, I'm interrupting myself. Basically, go to zoom.com. You can create it. You can have like a online discussion with your family. Okay, and maybe I'll even try Zoom once with you guys.
Is there a limit to how many people can join?
Up to 100 people. So like unless you have a huge family that's more than 100 people, you can get the in-laws and everybody. Probably too many people. But yeah, if you want to have like an online discussion,
meeting,
have fun with your family,
or teach people something like we just did. To
go to Zoom.
People you know.
Okay, there are others as well, but Zoom is easy.
What we're using now, which is Facebook.
So. We love you guys, actually. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know that you have a choice of what you're gonna do at home. Son, what do you say we play Kalinka?
Okay,
we being you.
Yes.
And I will sing.
Oops. Okay, we're good.
Okay, so we're saying goodbyes. Kalinka моя, в саду ягода малинка моя. Okay, and okay, I'll see you. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. What do you say we talk again tomorrow?
Or teach them Zoom. You never know. Just keep yourselves busy. Everyone have fun. Be positive. It's all gonna be great.
If you want a link, message me. I can send you this Zoom information. I can even teach you how to use it if you want. Okay. Good night, everybody.
It was wonderful.
Stay well. Stay strong. Stay healthy. Stay indoors. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Ой, Gewalt. Okay, я выключаю.
Good night. And now stop it on OBS.